Psychology shows some behaviors make you look less intelligent without you realizing it. Not your grades, not your vocabulary, not how quickly you solve a puzzle, but the way you think, react, and handle information. Let's look at 5 psychological patterns associated with weaker reasoning and poorer thinking habits. And the fifth sign is especially easy to miss. 1. You'd rather be right than learn. Imagine someone presents evidence that contradicts your opinion. Instead of thinking about it, you immediately defend yourself. Deep down, the uncomfortable feeling isn't really about the argument. It's about protecting your identity. Psychology calls this confirmation bias, our tendency to favor information that supports what we already believe. 2. You speak with absolute certainty about things you barely understand. You've watched one video, read one post, heard one confident person explain something. Suddenly, you feel qualified to teach everyone else. This is where the Dunning-Kruger effect becomes relevant. Research by David Dunning and Justin Kruger showed that people with lower competence in certain domains can sometimes have difficulty recognizing the limits of their own ability. 3. You never ask questions. Someone explains something complicated. You don't understand it. But instead of asking for clarification, you pretend you do. Because you're afraid of looking stupid. Ironically, that can create exactly the impression you're trying to avoid. Curiosity is not weakness. Psychological research on need for cognition examines individual differences in people's tendency to engage in and enjoy effortful thinking. 4. You treat simple answers as the best answers. You hear a complicated problem. Someone gives you a simple explanation. You immediately accept it. But real problems often have multiple causes. Human behavior is especially complicated. This is where cognitive miserliness becomes relevant. The tendency of the mind to conserve mental effort by relying on simpler shortcuts when possible. 5. You don't learn from your mistakes. This is perhaps the most important one. You make the same mistake, lose the same opportunity, repeat the same argument, then blame the circumstances. Sometimes it genuinely isn't your fault, but if the same outcome keeps appearing, eventually you have to examine your own behavior. This connects with metacognition, the ability to monitor and evaluate your own thinking and behavior. Here's the part nobody tells you. Having one of these habits doesn't mean you're unintelligent, and having none of them doesn't automatically make you intelligent. Human intelligence is far more complicated than 5 behaviors. If you enjoy psychology that challenges the way you think about intelligence, behavior, and human nature, subscribe.